Hey Chris, great talking to you today. I got your application and everything looks great. Good solid income, low debt ratios, and good credit. Your mid score was like a 754, which definitely works for what we're doing and gives you the best rate in terms. I kept the purchase price the same as what you had on the application for 480. 480 purchase price, and the options that I had put together are all 30-year fixed loans with 10% down. Really, the difference is just how to handle the mortgage insurance. And I'll get into that here in a little bit more detail, or doing like a first-second combination to avoid mortgage insurance. So let me just show you what I got. So basically 480 purchase price, 10% down, so a loan amount of 432, and the interest rate on that today is 3.875 with no points. That would be just over $2,000 a month on principal and interest. And then I've done this one with monthly mortgage insurance. So anytime you're not putting a full 20% down, there's mortgage insurance that's required on the loan. There's just a couple different ways you could do it. You could do upfront mortgage insurance, which is a fee that's collected out of pocket. You could do monthly mortgage insurance like this one here, based on your credit and your situation. It's $237 a month. Or you can do you can take a slightly higher interest rate, which is prepaying the mortgage insurance to give you a lower monthly payment, which is the next option here. So again, so $2,000 a month in principal and interest, $237 a month for mortgage insurance, and then property taxes, just estimating because they're all property specific, would be about $350, and then homeowners insurance right about $58 a month or so. Again, that rate based on where we're at today with no points, no origination, no discount. Pretty typical closing cost, title escrow appraisal, and that would be right about $3,500. And then prepaid items, which go to your escrow account. That's a year's worth of homeowners insurance plus a couple of months, and then 6 months of property taxes. That's right about $3,600. And so the total cash to close on this first option would be your down payment of 10%, your closing costs plus your prepaids, for a total of right about $55,000. And then you could always ask the seller, depending on the home and the situation, you could always ask the seller to help contribute for some of your closing costs and prepaids, but you're always going to be obligated to come in with the down payment out of your own funds. So it just depends on how you negotiate with the seller, that you might be able to come in a little bit less than the 55, but definitely have to do the full 10% down on this option. So the other one here, second one, also 30-year fixed, 10% down, and then this one's with upfront mortgage insurance. So slightly higher interest rate, so 4.25 instead of 3.875, but no monthly mortgage insurance, which will save you the 237 a month, and that mortgage payment. So principal and interest on the first is 21.25, then same taxes, same insurance, and a total monthly payment of right about 25.33. And so once you pay that in the rate to prepay the mortgage insurance, don't have to worry about it monthly, and then over the life of the loan, that's your lower monthly payment. The closing costs are all the same, no points, title escrow appraisal, processing fee, and some miscellaneous stuff here to be the total of $35.73. Same prepaid items, and just about the same total cash to close on this scenario as well, right about $55,000. The third option is to do a first-second combo, like an 80-10-10, so it's 80% first loan, 10% down, and then a 10% second. And that looks like this. So 480, the 10% down, 10% second loan, 4.25 on the interest rate with no points. That's 1889 on the first, lower loan amount because you're putting the full 20% down between the first and the second rather than doing the mortgage insurance. The monthly payment on the second loan is $210 a month, and that is an interest-only payment. So you would need to pay that off in chunks as you're doing your trips and making money in chunks. You want to plow that down because that 210 is an interest-only payment and not reducing the principal. So the benefit of that is that you'd have the 80% first loan moving forward after you pay off the second of $48,000. And then the taxes and insurance are the same, and that monthly payment is right about $25.07. Again, once that second goes away, that $25.07 would be more like $2,300 a month, continuing at 80%. Again, no points, no origination, no discount. Closing costs are all about the same. There's a few different charges. It would be tacked on to this scenario because you're doing a second loan, and that has a few costs involved as well. So a little higher on the closing costs because of the first second combo. Same prepaid items, and total cash to close on that would be the same, 55,000. So hopefully that gives you a good starting point. You're well qualified for this purchase. You can go higher if you want to. Just all depends on what you're comfortable with monthly payment wise and total cash to close. But everything looks great. You'll be getting an email from my assistant requesting some supporting documentation. I'm happy to get together in person and talk in more detail and answer any questions, but I thought this would be a good starting point to get you some details. Talk to you soon. I'm at 425-293-5371. I look forward to working with you. Thanks.